And good afternoon and welcome to the Ed Myer Complex. It's Lady Rocket Soccer. Tonight the Rockets host the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. Our coverage of Titusville Rocket football this season is made possible by these great sponsors: State Farm Insurance, Bayless Fuel Service, Oil Creek Plastics, Interstate Pipe and Supply, Larry's Auto Service, True Value Hardware, Anderson Physical Therapy, Armstrong, the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage. Again, welcome on this beautiful Thursday evening down at the complex, the Rockets and the Blue Devils tonight. Gary Barnes will be providing play-by-play. Mark Heim, camera operator. I'm Luke Rio. Thank you so much for joining us on a beautiful Thursday afternoon. Late October, Gary, as you were pointing out, things are still very much green down here at the complex. It is a wonderful day for soccer.
It is a wonderful day for soccer, and I think the first comment I would make is we've just had a beautiful rendition of the national anthem by Meredith Ribb. The lady has got quite the voice on her, and we're looking forward to her translating her musical talents to the soccer field this afternoon, along with the rest of the Titusville Lady Rockets and the Blue Devils from Cambridge Springs. Looks like the Cambridge Springs are all out on the field, ready to kick off. I don't think the Rockets are kind of playing any kind of mental game here, you know, making the opposition wait like they do in boxing matches or wrestling matches, but they're all still over in a huddle on their sideline.
As you pointed out, we had that last week.
Yeah.
So probably won't see it tonight, but you never know.
I would not go as far as to say that you cannot have some trouble in ladies' games. I think the times of thinking that females can be the genteel sex are in the past.
Well, no, again, I'll go back to the Oil City game a couple weeks ago. Boy, was that physical. And when Titusville was away at Oil City, that was even more physical. So here we go.
Well, I think Titusville and Oil City have got a little bit of rivalry going back through the years.
Sure, good thing.
We're starting off with a throw-in here. To be taken by Vivian Keys. Ball's bouncing around in midfield at the moment, but Emma Cartney's got hold of the ball. Nice little run by Emma. Pushes the ball out to the right wing where it's picked up by the Blue Devil defense, and they pushed it out for a throw-in, which I thought was for the Titusville Rockets, but it's for the Cambridge Spring Blue Devils. Shows you what I know.
Yeah, but you don't say that during the broadcast, Gary.
Cambridge Springs trying to work it down their left wing, throw-in by throw-in. Long throw down the wing for the Cambridge Springs offense to chase, but it's well defended by Julia Enright. Julia comes out with the ball, puts a nice ball up the wing to Signe Johnson. Signe also plays a nice ball that's well defended by the Cambridge Spring Blue Devils, and they're attacking down their left wing again. We haven't seen the ball, it's early days yet in our half of the field yet, Luke. Dangerous attack here by the Blue Devils. Nice left wing cross there by Lexi Burdick. Safely picked up though by Emily Finley in the Titusville Rocket goal. Long ball played up. Being chased by Carly Payden, who has a shot. and shot out a reasonable amount of power in it, but unfortunately for Carly and the Rockets, not quite the accuracy that we were hoping for. Going to be a goal kick for the Blue Devils. Who's their goalie? I believe it's Casey Collier in goal for the for Cambridge Springs.
Emily Finley.
Emily Finley.
What? It's not like we're doing a live broadcast or anything.
Yeah. That's the
your fan base is coming out, Gary.
Commentator's nightmare. Yeah, people, we always appreciate constructive criticism, Luke.
You were talking about that as a ref out on the field. You always enjoyed that.
Yeah. Some stout defense there by Kayla Erickson. Signey picks the ball up in midfield. A nice through ball up to Carla Payden. But picked up in midfield by Cambridge Springs. But Cambridge Springs seems to be playing exclusively down their left-hand side at the moment. Every time they pick the ball up, it's gone out to the left wing, looking for Erin Pfizer and Ella Nicholson. Rockets with a free kick now. It was picked up by, I believe it was Ella Nicholson. It's a bit difficult to see the numbers from when the sun is shining in your eyes. It's usual October weather, as we were commenting on earlier.
I think it was warmer now than it was last week when we were doing this.
I believe so. A little bit windier. Most of the play we've seen so far has been in midfield. Signe Jonsson playing a beautiful through ball. It's picked up by Julia Enright, but I think the referee's given Julia offside.
Yeah, she slowed up just a little bit to kind of see where she was position-wise, Gary, but I think she got just ahead of the
Cambridge Spring defense there. Again, a long ball played down the left-hand side, but it's gone out of play. Be a throw-in for the Rockets.
.34:50 on the clock.
If this goes on, I think we're going to have to send for a pair of binoculars, Luke. all the play so far has been on the far side of the field. Emily Finley picks up the ball in the Titusville Rocket goal. Nice throw out. Looking for Emma Cartney. Rochelle Wright involved in the play there as well.
Anytime you make the following statement that I'm going to make, people will grasp that and make the assumption I'm talking about previous coaches, and I'm not. But Coach Timon has done a really good job with these girls this year, and I think they've really come to respect how much time he's putting into this program. And not just this program, Gary. He's helping us on the youth side as well.
I think so, and it's something we've been looking for a long time. The recreational soccer committee for some I wouldn't say cooperation, but some
it's a better partnership.
Partnership with the good cross in there. Julia Enright, but as we were saying, a partnership with the school soccer programs in order to promote the game and see if we can make a smooth transition and bring some good players up from the recreational soccer program into the schools programs.
And I think it's great to see some of those kids we've had in the past out here on the field. It's hard to believe we're watching them on the varsity level.
It certainly is.
keep thinking how old they're getting. I mean, we're not getting any older, but they are.
Yeah, I stopped aging about 10, 15 years ago, Luke.
Well, you look great.
It's a strong ball there from the Rockets. Grace Proper involved in the play. Both teams are finding it a little bit difficult to keep the ball on the ground here. The ball's doing a lot of bouncing, and both teams are finding it a little bit difficult to control and set up some passing movements.
We're at the 32-minute mark here in the first half of play.
Nice play from Emma Cartney. He's had a little bit of success down this left wing for the Rockets, and pleased to say that the ball is in is closer to us a little bit more.
We're still waiting for it on this half.
so we can actually make out some of the players in the sunshine. Well chested down by Grace Proper to try and set up another Rocket attack. Rockets are going through. Shot coming up, I think. Unlucky.
Rockets doing a nice job getting that ball through. Looked like some pretty heavy traffic in there.
Yeah, the ball bounced about a little bit, and it broke for Julia Enright. And unfortunately, I don't think the ball just ran away from her a little bit, so she could not get a shot in. But encouraging from the Rockets. It's definitely encouraging there from Signe Johnson. Everything good from the Titusville Rocket midfield seems to be coming from our number 8 there. Again, the Blue Devils trying to make progress down their left wing. Attack on from the Rockets now. Going to call for Grace? No, not quite. Nice strong tackle. Good hustle from Julia Enright.
A little physicality in there.
Little physicality, yeah. Physicality, aggression, and desire. Signe Johnson penalised there for a little bit of excess physicality, you might say. Using a shoulder to push the Cambridge Spring player off the ball. Not too much goalmouth action so far, Luke, but kind of an enterprising game that we've got on our hands here.
A lot of midfield play today.
Yeah, ball's kind of coming back and forth a little bit. Yes, number 18. Thanks. Alabama Moore has come on for the Titusville Rockets, number 18.
Mr. Szymanski, part of the Gary Barnes fan club.
Yeah.
Set up shop right next to you. This is why we can only do a couple games a season here, Gary.
We old people have to stick together. High boot there from Casey Collier in the Blue Devil goal.
You're throwing down the line.
Throwing down the line. Carly Payton's having to do quite a bit of chasing there. Often the ball's coming to her and she's surrounded by 2 or 3 defenders. I think the Rocket midfield needs to push up a little bit maybe in support of the attack. Not that I'm telling the coach what to do, of course.
We'll break that down at the half, Gary.
Signe Johnson pushing the ball up. But it's back and forth at the moment, Luke, isn't it? You know, you have the ball. No, you have the ball.
Here, see what you can do.
Yeah.
I'm looking over both the sidelines, and the attire is almost like a late August attire, Gary.
It is. Kayla Sampson has come on for the Titusville Rockets, number 17. It really is sunglasses weather, Luke, isn't it? Kayla Erickson's going to take the kick, I think, from Cambridge Springs being given offside. Nice ball down the line and a nice turn. That's much better from the Titusville Rockets. Nice passing movement there. 2 or 3 passes along the ground. I'm sure the coach will be very pleased to see that.
I want to mention that congratulations to the boys soccer team. They're going to be hosting Sharpsville in the opening round of the District 10 playoffs Monday right here at the complex, getting underway at 3:30. $5 for admission to that, so come support the Titusville Rocket boys soccer team on Monday.
Had a good season this year.
Yeah.
Good season this year. It kind of seems to alternate. What a good tackle that was in midfield. Trying to make out who it was there. I think it was 31, which is Brenna Repko, who happens to be Cambridge Springs' top goal scorer. That was a fierce tackle on Signe Johnson there by Brenna. She won the ball in midfield, and maybe sometimes it just takes one play to spark your team into life. And certainly Cambridge Springs now have a corner kick. Rachel Skelton and Lexi Burdick standing over it. And oh, good save, good save. Definite goal scoring opportunity there for Cambridge Springs for Ella Nicholson. Didn't quite catch the ball as she would have liked, pushed the ball towards the Titusville goal, but Emily Finley was alert to the danger and smothered the ball quickly. Got down very quickly, Emily. Quite a goalkeeping family, Finleys.
Yes. Yeah.
I've coached Andrew, and he's quite a good goalkeeper.
Very strong athletic family.
I gave Andrew some coaching advice one time. The ball went over his head and into the goal, so I shouted at him to grow a couple of inches. I thought that was good coaching advice.
I'm sure he listened.
Yeah. Well, yeah, as you say, quite a sporting tradition in the Finley family.
24 minutes, 23 seconds on the clock. First half of play. A lot of back and forth.
Lindsay Sines has come into the Titusville midfield, number 3. One of the problems for a commentator is when a team has a big roster and there's a lot of changes going on, it can be a little bit difficult to keep up. I'm just getting my excuses in early.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, get them in.
Yeah. Rockets pushing forward again. Signe Johnson on the field. Nice pass. Nice sideways pass. Good play there. Interplay with Signe Johnson. Oh, Grace Proper really takes one. And that was Brenna Repko, who I said a few minutes ago, really put in a very strong tackle on number 8, Signe Proper, and I don't know what the referee's going to do here. My personal opinion was that that was definitely an illegal challenge, shall we say. Players just kind of taking a knee or sitting down where they are whilst the situation is dealt with.
Looked like.
I mean, it looked like Brenner came in and it was almost like a shoulder charge, but instead of a shoulder to shoulder, it was like shoulder to chest.
Clock stopped at 23:22.
This is starting to become a habit. We've got another referee conference.
They just know you're here.
Yeah.
They probably think you're observing them. Do you have a lot of chapter meetings in the day?
Yeah. I think it was Emma Cartney, which really was on the receiving end, as they say. Well, I don't think any cards were produced. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah.
Nobody sent to the penalty box.
Nobody sent to the penalty box, and it's going to be a free kick to the Titusville Rockets. Dangerous position here. Signe Jonsson is going to take the kick. Wonder if she's going to try and have a shot or try and play the ball to somebody in the penalty area. No, it's a shot, but it's doesn't quite carry, and it's dealt with quite competently by Casey Collier in the Blue Devil goal. Long kick by Casey, looking for one of the Nicholson sisters. We have Emma Nicholson, number 50, and Hannah Nicholson, number 12, playing for Cambridge Springs today. And Brenna Repko seems to be imposing herself in midfield for the Cambridge Springs at the moment. That is certainly a player that is not taking any prisoners at the moment. Number 48, Erin Pfizer, doing some fancy footwork on the left wing, but can't keep the ball in. And here come the Rockets again. Good tackle. Good block tackle there on Julia Enright by number 38. That's Molly Yance. Molly's making a lot of progress down this right wing. What a run by this young lady. She's gone all the way to the byline. Nice cross in. And well defended there. Well defended by Kayla Erickson. Well, that was quite an extraordinary run there. Molly Yance made a strong tackle deep in her own half and went on a marauding run down the right wing for Cambridge Springs and put in a very nice cross. Cambridge Springs are on the offense at the moment. Molly's going to take the throw in here. Looks like she's going to try a deep one.
See, now you're getting some action on this side.
That's right. Exciting stuff. And we have a corner kick. It's going to be taken by Lexi Burdick. See how Lexi's going to deliver this. There's only one Cambridge Spring attacker actually in the penalty box. Ball swings in.
Nice grab.
And Emily Finley in the Titusville goal has no trouble in taking control of that situation. It's what you like to see in a goalkeeper. You always say a goalkeeper should always control their area, be in charge, be the boss. And I think Emily laid the law down there quite adequately.
Gary, would that apply to just the box, or since they have a view of the entire field, should they be helping?
Whoa!
Uh-oh.
Well, I think you just answered your own question there. So not only she was in the 6-yard box, she commanded all of her penalty area, came out to make a goal-saving tackle with her feet even, not with her hands. And there's some strong challenges going in right now, Luke, that have developed. You know, both teams are starting to play a little bit more aggressively as this half has worn on. I think Coach Tynan is upset with something there. But here come the Rockets. Well defended. Was well defended by Megan Myers there. She didn't panic. She passed the ball down to the right wing. And here goes Ella Nicholson. Good cross in. Running it. Oh! Oof. That was a chance. Ella Nicholson crossed the ball. Bounced just a little too high for the Cambridge Spring player coming in, who I believe was Erin Pfizer. She just could not get a foot over the ball to get a hard shot in at goal, and it kind of looped off the outside of her foot and went for a goal kick for the Titusville Rockets. But we've seen some enterprising play now down this right-hand side for the Cambridge Spring attack, whereas previously, earlier in the half, it was all down their left-hand side. Carly Paydens seems to be working out. Oh, there's a chance here. Good shot there. Good run and shot from Megan Myers. Thought Megan might have taken it on a little bit more. She had a bit more open space. But again, Emily Finley took control of that situation. As I was saying earlier a little, that Carly Payden, she's definitely a willing runner in the Titusville attack, but she's ploughing a lone furrow, as they say. She seems to be getting very little support at the moment from midfield. And when the ball does come up to her, she's usually surrounded by 2 or 3 of the Cambridge defenders. I have to say, after about the first 5 minutes, I thought Titusville were on top of this game, but Cambridge Spring seemed to be taking a little bit of a, I'm not going to say a stranglehold, but they're coming into the game a lot more than they were earlier on. They're starting to push players forward a lot more. You can see there's like 6 Cambridge Springs players in the Titusville half right now. Whereas when Titusville are attacking, there's usually only 2 or 3. So the Blue Devils are definitely starting to push players forward a lot more as this half progresses.
It seems like the edge in terms of speed, Gary, is with Cambridge Springs at the moment.
Yeah, I think you're right. We've seen a couple of strong runs from their defenders, haven't we? Molly Yance and Megan Myers have put in some strong offensive plays. And they seem to be just trusting Jill Risgen and Myra Granite at the back to take care of the Rockets. There we have a case in point. I'm just looking at Signe Jonsson and Brenna Ripko, and standing very close to each other and eyeing each other up there. So that could be an interesting one as the game develops. Let's just say they were looking at each other with a look of mutual respect. Nice play there by the Blue Devils. Nicholson to Repka, played it back, long ball up the right wing again, but goes out of play. And well over the head of Hannah Nicholson there. Yeah, now I can see Hannah Nicholson 34 and Ella Nicholson 50 close up. Yeah, I think we can definitely say they're definitely sisters. Megan Myers has come up from defense to try and take a long throw. Deep in the Titusville territory, and the referee has given a foul throw. Kaylee Sampson throws the ball in. Julia Enright to clear, and Julia Enright clears again. Oof, another strong challenge by Repko.
Sort of sat back and waited for that.
This is a determined, ferocious player who's just been taken out. No, she was deemed to be too aggressive in the challenge. Well, Brenner is Cambridge Springs' top goal scorer, and say something for her talent that she's kind of ostensibly playing deep-lying midfield player.
See, Rick Strout's one of our refs today, Gary. He's been doing this for a few years.
Very experienced referee, and we were talking about goalkeepers last week. Rick was an excellent goalkeeper. Stout defending from Jill Richton there.
About 12 minutes to go in this first half.
I really think the Rockets have to start pushing more players forward. A similar vein to the way that the Cambridge Spring team has been doing in the last 5 minutes or so. Some strong running there. Oh. Nice play. There's Nicole Jackson for the Titusville Rockets. Whoa!
You're not allowed to put your arm in somebody's face to stop?
Really.
Oh, okay.
Well, Kaylee Sampson made a strong tackle and then basically took a slap in the face, which I hope it was accidental. From
that may have been just a precautionary brace for impact move.
It could have been. It could have been. Yeah. Yeah, I had to check which Nicholson's sister it was because they kind of look alike to me. And it was Hannah Nicholson who gave out the punishment, shall we say. Brenna Repko crossing the ball, but Erica Finley's dealt with everything very competently every time the ball has come. Emily Finley, sorry, did I say Erica?
That's right.
Chance on for the Rockets. Nice turn. That's much better. Strong challenges going in.
Get in there.
Ah, good save. Good save by Casey Collier. But that was all created by Nicole Jackson, who's not been on the field very often. Some strong offensive play. Helping out Carly Payton, which is kind of what I was asking for a few minutes ago.
Well, by the time the other side of the field gets what you're trying to say, it takes a few minutes.
Oh, it's the airwaves. Yeah, it's the airwaves, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Coach Tynan basically lives and breathes by my every word.
I don't know. Tyman's a good guy. I mean, no. You mentioned earlier, Gary, just a lot windier today.
It is. We can hear it howling down our megaphones here. The earphones. One of the things I do like about what Coach Tynan is doing is he's given he's got a big squad, but he's given a lot of them playing time. And that can only be good for another foul throw for the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. I can't imagine the coach is going to be very pleased about that. And McCartney with a throw.
A souvenir.
Yeah. Okay, we had two foul throws from the Blue Devils, but that's much better from Molly Yance.
Speaking of Emma Cartney, her father is the assistant coach on the boys team.
Yeah.
It's also Robert Cartney bobblehead night here at the Ed Myer Complex. So the first 100 people in the stadium gets a free Cartney bobblehead.
I'm sure it'll be a prized possession.
Yeah. Are you signing them?
Yeah.
All right. 37,375 people in attendance at today's game.
Are you sure? It just shows when something's for free, a lot of people will turn up.
They'll jump on it.
Yeah, nice strong boot upfield, and Ella Nicholson was not offside, but she would have had to have legs like a giraffe to catch that.
Final 7 minutes here in this first half, scoreless so far. Maybe I spoke too soon in the pregame match show there, Gary. A lot of back and forth, a lot of defensive action.
A lot of back and forth. There have been some goal-scoring opportunities, though. Best one for the Rockets not that long ago when Nicole, number 7, came on. And she's already showing quite a bit of enterprise down the left-hand side of this Titusville Rocket offense. The best chance for the Blue Devils was when I think it was one of the Nicholson girls was free on the edge of the Titusville 6-yard box, pushed the ball towards the goal, but it was leapt upon very confidently by Emily Finley. Long ball into the chance here. Oh, brave goalkeeping and brave attacking. Neither of these teams are holding anything back in the challenges at the moment.
I don't know if they were expecting a call.
Yeah. I'm not sure what's going on here. That was the Emily Ward who was going in strongly towards the goal for the Titusville Rockets. Nice play by Grace Proper there in the midfield. Ella Nicholson on the rampage. Pushes the ball across. Cut out by the Titusville defense and cleared. But only as far as shot coming in. That's the best effort we've had so far. Hit the back stanchion of the goalpost.
Bree Barron for the Rockets also doing a nice job down offensively.
That was Lexi Burdick with a strong right-footed kick. Couple of feet to the left, and she would have had Emily Finley worried a little bit in the Titusville goal.
Nice
Hannah
punch.
Nicholson back next to Megan. That was good. It was Hannah Nicholson knocking the ball back to Megan Myers, who hit a long searching ball to Ella Nicholson, who was just caught offside. Good play though. Ella Nicholson to assist her. Seem to be saying those names more and more as the half has progressed.
3:40 to go in this first half.
With a strong challenge in there from Brenna Repko. I think it goes to show that soccer is one game where size really doesn't matter. Brenna's one of the smallest players on the Cambridge Spring team. I think we can certainly say she's definitely the most aggressive though. And I mean that in a good way. I don't mean in that
Dangerous, I'm going to hurt somebody kind of way.
Yeah.
Although if that happens,
it wouldn't come as a total surprise. Nice ball from Nicole. Good pass up to Carla. Carla Payton running after it. We're very impressed by Nicole Jackson since she came on the field. Some very nice, tidy, neat touches. Julia Enright strongly on the ball there. Ella Nicholson trying to take on the Titusville defense all on her own, but stopped that time by Kayla Erickson. Emma Cartney with the throw. Looking for Meredith Ribb, who, as we said earlier, was in fine voice.
we were here last week, Gary, for last week for senior night for the boys. We were down here about 3 weeks ago. The girls had their senior night early against Oil City, and
right. It felt like about 3 weeks. That game. Strong play there. Strong play from Carly Payton. As I say, Carly's done a lot of running in this half, but her athleticism was certainly showing through there. I think I made a mistake. It was Bree Barron who I went in on the goalkeeper earlier on in the game. I got the numbers mixed up.
About 45 seconds to go here in this first half.
It's going to be a long throw if Cambridge Springs. They've got to go the length of the field here. Not impossible.
The president of the Gary Barnes fan club just arrived.
That's my daughter. She's definitely not a member of my fan club.
Oh.
Hi, Stephanie.
Can they score with 10 to go?
Shot coming. Well defended by Titusville. And the score finishes 0-0 at the end of the first half.
We are going to take a quick timeout. We'll come back and talk about the first half and what we think is going to happen here in the second half of play. This is Lady Rocket Soccer. We'll be right back.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/Armstrong1Wire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
A stranger, crazy, or quirkier group of dog lovers cannot be found. We've looked, and that's what you'll find at the Barking Lot in Titusville. Dogs love us because we love dogs. We do everything we can to make sure our clients, dogs, not people, are completely comfortable and happy when they come to our shop. We've worked hard to create a safe, happy, and wholesome environment for everyone. We offer grooming, daycare, and boarding. Plus, you'll find a few products that our clients will love, and so will their owners. So bring your pups in and let them discover their new home away from home, the Barking Lot on Franklin Street in Titusville.
This just in, zombies have infiltrated Joe Taylor Ford in Seneca. Generally, the place for the best deals on new and used vehicles now appears to be the central hub for the undead. The question is, why are they here? What do they want?
Bayless Fuel in Titusville carries a full line of automotive and truck maintenance supplies, like Wix filters, the best performing, most reliable filters in the world. Interstate Batteries, the #1 replacement brand battery in North America. Bayless Fuel also carries motor oils, greases, and specialty lubricants, like hydraulic oils, transmission fluid, brake fluid, antifreeze, and more. Let the friendly staff find the right product for the job at hand. Bayless Fuel on South Brown Street in Titusville.
Farmers National Bank has always been committed to the communities they serve. It's part of our mission to remain an independent community bank where the art of a handshake has not been lost. We continue to strive to offer the highest standard in industry competitive products and services. We act not only to benefit the bank, but our customers, businesses, communities, and our employees, because we know our employees pride themselves in their work and serving their communities. When you invest with us, you can be proud to know that we're investing it right back, and that's the way it should be. We're Farmers National Bank. Go Rockets!
The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home is dedicated to providing the highest level of service to Titusville and surrounding communities. Our family and staff continues the tradition started by Gordon B. Garrett in 1965, treating our clients with care and respect. Since then, we have grown, now in our third generation and in 2 locations, 303 North Washington Street and 203 East Main Street, Titusville. The Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, a history of tradition and commitment to excellence.
And welcome back. It is the half here at the Myer Complex. Under 7 to go before we start the second half of play. Gary, get your thoughts on this first half. Scoreless.
Well, from the Titusville Rockets' point of view, they've not made too many goal-scoring opportunities. We've had some nice midfield play from Signe Jonsson, and Carly Payden has been making some very strong runs against the Cambridge Spring defense, which has held out quite well, but Carly's problem is that she's not had that much support, and often when balls are played up to her, she's surrounded by 2 or 3 of the Cambridge Spring defenders. The Rocket defense has been playing quite well. Emily Finley in goal has dealt with, she's not had too many problems to deal with, and everything she's had to do, she's dealt with a great deal of competence and assurance. It's definitely a goalkeeper who basically likes to take charge of her penalty area. And we saw one challenge where she had to go out to the edge of her penalty area and actually make a foot tackle on, I think it was Ella Nicholson. Very strong challenge to save a goal, and then she made one diving save from very close range earlier on. But every cross that's come in from the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils, she's caught with a lot of ease. Kayla Erickson and Grace Proper have really put in a good shift in defense, and later on I thought some of the Rockets' most enterprising play came when number 7 Nicole Jackson came onto the field. Very calm young player, and you can always tell players who've got skill. They always seem to have a lot of time, and she played some neat passes and did some neat moves, and was responsible, I think, for the Rockets' best goal-scoring opportunity of the first half, when she made a nice run down the left wing. The ball broke to Carly Payden, who it was a bit of a goalmouth scramble, and eventually the goalkeeper for Cambridge Springs, Casey Collier, managed to dive on the ball and prevent a Titusville goal.
Gary, we're going to take one more timeout, come back and get ready for the second half, and we'll continue this conversation.
Very good.
We're down at the Myer Complex. Lady Rocket Soccer will continue right after this.
Interstate Pipe and Supply means it when we say service means business. With a knowledgeable staff, full fleet of trucks, and large product offering, we can answer your questions and fill your orders, big job or small. Covering multiple applications and industries, we're not just a plumbing location, but a one-stop shop assisting homeowners and contractors quickly and efficiently. We are locally owned and make it our #1 priority to keep our customers returning and happy. We have been a staple in the Titusville community for 40+ years. Stop in today and let us service you. Good luck to the Titusville Rockets this year.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to the stream's Titusville Rocket sports broadcasts. In Titusville and here to stay, Oil Creek Plastics. Best of luck to the Titusville Rockets.
You could be my love, even if the sky is falling down. I know that we'll be safe and sound.
So many Americans struggle with finances. Starting today, State Farm is here to help, giving us all the chance to simply sit down and learn. Visit letstarttoday.com or talk to an agent.
We're safe and sound.
Sometimes a project becomes more than just checking off your to-do list.
Behind every project is a true value, with locations in Titusville and in Franklin.
And welcome back to the Ed Myer Complex. It's Lady Rocket Soccer this late Thursday evening. Our coverage of Rocket Soccer is brought to you by these great sponsors: State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage. And it is scoreless here as we get ready to start the second half of play down at the complex. Mark Heim, camera operator, Gary Barnes, play-by-play. Again, I'm Luke Rio. Thank you so much for joining us for Lady Rocket Soccer. Gary, you were saying, you're talking about this first half of play. What's to come here in the second half as you look into your crystal ball?
Well, right now I'm looking straight into the sun, which is just setting over the trees on the far side. But it's starting to put a little bit of shadow now onto the field. And that first half, you kind of forget when the sun is out blazing just how warm it can get for the players when they're running around. And I think in the second half they might have a little bit more energy. It's all right. So one of the referees there was offering me his hat. Maybe he should offer me some glasses. I don't know. It's that's what I used to get asked if I wanted some glasses when I was refereeing. But
you never acknowledge those coaches, though.
No, this is true. This is true. And I think the Cambridge Springs goalkeeper has changed. I think that might now be Gabby Chaffee. I hope I've got this right. Gabby's in 10th grade, so she's got quite a career ahead of her. But one of the things the Rockets need to do is basically counter the midfield play of Brenna Repko. And also towards the end of that second half, we were seeing some very strong running from Ella Nicholson, number 50 from Cambridge Springs. And they started the half off with a strong run down the right-hand side of the Rockets defense. Well defended there by the Rockets defense, left back there. Trying to make out who it is from this distance and the sunshine. But it's going to be a throw-in to Cambridge Springs. Long throw into the Titusville penalty area, but picked up by Signe Johnson and forces the Blue Devil attack back. And I think that is the third foul throw that's turned the ball over from the Blue Devils to the Rockets. I'm sure the coach must be beside himself with this. Throw into Signe there, and you'll notice who basically was on Signe like a limpet. It was Brenna Repko who made another strong challenge.
Takes it to the corner.
Yeah, nice left wing play. Lovely left wing play. Good cross in. That was Erin Pfizer there who dribbled past two Rockets. Tried to cross in, but again, last game I think we were talking about goalkeepers. This game we've been talking about goalkeepers, particularly Emily Finley in the Titusville Rocket goal. Erin Pfizer for Cambridge Springs down the left wing. Another good cross in. Going to be a shot by, turn back by Turned back by Ella Nicholson for Repco to have a shot, but Brennan really didn't catch that properly, and it's safely in the hands of Emily Finley, who throws out for the Rockets. Repco's really starting to rule that midfield at the moment. Myra Granite there in the left back position for the Blue Devils, hitting the ball up. And Molly Yance comes over to take a long throw down the wing. Nicely headed away there by Grace Proper. Molly having another go, and we got a repeat of the last play, only 10 yards further down the line.
Oh, Cambridge is all right with that as long as they're moving it down.
Yeah, they're quite happy. Number 18 there, Alabama Moore, shielding the ball safely out of play to prevent any danger to the Titusville Rocket goal. Signe Johnson heading to the sidelines. Not quite sure who came on to replace her. Lindsay Signs, number 3, is in the game, playing for the back. Lindsay making a tackle there on Pfizer. Well, it seems like the Blue Devils have just said to Erin Pfizer, you just play down the left wing, dribble past people, and send the ball into the goal, because that seems to be their main tactic at the moment. Molly Ann's going to try a long throw. Extremely well defended there by Grace Proper. Yeah, it's going to be a corner kick for the Cambridge Spring Blue Devils, who's played most of the start of this half in the Titusville Rocket territory. Short corner. Play to well, that was a strong challenge put in by the Titusville Rockets there. That's left Lexi Burdick limping. But here comes Brenner. Repco is going to try a shot. Strong play by Brenner, but even stronger play by Emily Finley in the Titusville goal. Lindsay Signs is definitely getting involved in the game in that right back position at the moment, Luke. Titusville have made a lot of substitutions, but without any real drop-off in the quality of the play. It's nice to see. A Rocket attack would be nice to see as well. Rockets are penned in their own half at the moment. Hannah Nicholson making a strong run. Good tackle. Excellent play by the Titusville defense there. There are some very strong challenges going in. There's no holding back here. Carly Payton making a strong run down the left wing. Carly needs support. Puts the ball across. Gets the support from Alabama Moore. And good clearance out by Erin Pfizer, who ran all the way back to the left back position. Like I said, in the first half when the sun was beating down, I said before this half started that with some shadow getting onto the field, some of the players might have a bit more energy. And I think we've seen that to be the case so far, Luke.
Yeah, good call there, Gary.
I get one thing right every season.
I know it's in your contract.
Another strong tackle and offensive play again by Brenna Repko. And I don't know how many times we've said this so far this game, but competently dealt with again. We just seen that by Emily Finley, who's having a excellent game in the Titusville goal.
We mentioned this during the boys' game last week, Gary, but this game might be the difference between one little tiny mess up by somebody.
It could be. It could be. I tell you what, Lindsay Sines has done an awful lot of running in that right back position in just not quite 10 minutes at the moment. She must feel as though she's being ganged up upon. As Erin Pfizer and Lexi Burdick of the Cambridge Spring Blue Devils are really putting in an offensive front down that left-hand side. That is a lovely cross, and just we talk about calm with goalkeepers. We were talking about the in the last game. That was calmness personified there by Emily Finley. That was an exciting. That was a really good corner kick taken by the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils, and Emily just watched the ball, kept her eyes on it, concentrated, and made it a difficult catch look very easy indeed. Girl's got an arm on her.
She does, and she's been using it all night. But she's kicked, what, maybe once or twice?
Yeah. Possibly to do with I'm not sure if she may have picked up a leg injury, possibly. I heard the rumor mill.
Is that what it is? Yeah, just making it up.
Yeah. Put it this way, I know in the past she's played through the pain barrier. So I'll just leave it at that.
Well, in any case, she does have a good arm, and she's been using it.
So we've had about 10 minutes of the second half. Titusville making some more changes. Lindsay Sines is going off to a well-deserved rest, in my opinion. Put in a very, very impressive shift there, Lindsay.
Under 30 to go here in the second half.
And McCartney's patrolling that right-hand side of the Titusville midfield, and she's also doing a very nice job. Nice turn. Good punt forward. Signey looking for Carly there. Just pushed the ball a little bit too strongly. Gabby Chaffee with a strong kick out from the Cambridge goal.
I'm sure Coach Timon would like to see some more action up this way.
Yeah. Kaylee Erickson has been very impressive in this game so far in the Titusville defense. She's made some really strong challenges over on that left-hand side in this second half. There's Brenna Repko again, trying to run things in midfield, and with some arms thrown out there. There's definitely a little bit of aggression creeping into this game at the moment.
Well, we've seen it off and on throughout the this match.
Good strong kick there.
Sun behind the hill, we can now see what's going on out there.
Yeah, we can. Myra Granite again there with her second strong challenge. It's a great name for a player, isn't it, Granite? So's Myra.
We'll get a jersey made up for you.
There you go. I'm in the fan club.
I don't know who you are, but you have a great name.
I think Molly Yance has been told to take all the throw-ins now. There have been that many that have been given away to Titusville Rockets. Julia Enright on the chase there in midfield. Well, Pfizer's gone right now. Yeah, I think that's Erin Pfizer gone around to the other wing now.
Saved it
on the
from
left
going
wing
out.
now. She's switched to the right. We've got Rachel Skelton, number 46, who switched to the left wing for the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils. I thought we were going to see a kick then, Luke, from Emily. Take it back. Doesn't seem to be too much wrong with the leg either.
No, that was a pretty solid kick. But she had time too, so I think she was sort of scouting out.
Yeah, I think so. Rockets on their fence. Not happened too often in this half. Picked up by Carly, making a nice strong run forward. Rockets coming forward in numbers. That's nice to see. Good cross in. But didn't cause Gabby Chaffee too much problem in the goal for the Blue Devils. Nice clearance there. We seem to have a bit of a volleyball game going on at the moment, Luke. Ball going back and forth. Good pick up by Alabama Moore, who's shown some nice touches since she's come on. Starting to support Carly Payton up front, which is really what we were asking for earlier. So Alabama just playing a little bit behind Carly. But here goes one of the Nicholson girls again for Cambridge. Nice run, cuts the ball back. Shot coming in, but doesn't cause any problems for Titusville defense, who managed to clear.
Almost looked like she should have taken the shot just a few
I think
steps
so,
sooner.
yeah. Well, sometimes it's a bit like basketball. You know, you're told to take so many touches before you shoot.
Yeah.
So I think what they were trying to do was set up a shot for a player at the edge of the box. Personally, I'd rather shoot for goal, because if you get a rebound, you know.
Right. Well, her lane was clear too, so.
Yeah, I think so. I think that was a good call there.
But you and I tend to be a little aggressive.
Alabama Moore there was a little bit aggressive with the coming together with the Cambridge Springs player. Oops, and slip there on the far side for one of the Nicholson sisters. Nice throw. Nice pick up by Signey. I'd like to know how many miles Carly Payton has run today.
Well, we'll strap one of those fancy watches on and we'll find out.
That's true.
Although, I mean, you bring up an interesting point, just the kind of conditioning that goes into playing soccer. You're running for 80 minutes nonstop, basically.
Yeah, that's Cole Jackson with another throw. That was that clash between Brenna Repko on Signe Johnson again. I'm sure they'll be friends after the game.
Sure. Now, we saw Cambridge do this not too long ago where they were able to move it up the sideline with throw-ins. Titusville not able to do that.
That was a nice strong throw there from Lindsay Kemp. Lindsay knocks the ball out of play for a Cambridge throw. Lindsay giving Grace Proper some support in defense. And Nicole Jackson dropping out back a little bit as well. And I thought that came off a Cambridge player, but it's a Cambridge throw.
Coach Timon, Coach Wheeling. Again, I think this would be a challenging sport to coach. You can't call that timeout and bring the kids off and say, hey, look what they're doing here.
Well, my coaching technique was to have a very loud voice.
That would be helpful, yeah. Good punch.
In fact, on Sunday, I was coaching rec soccer, the 6-year-olds, and I got a compliment from one of the parents afterwards because I was shouting so loud I made his kid run. So that was a success story.
And that could have gone either way.
Yeah. Carly on the rampage now, pushes the ball forward, but kept out. Nicole following up. Nice ball by Signe. Good pressure there by Kaylee Sampson. Keeping the Blue Devils pegged back, way in their own half. Throwmeister in chief for the Blue Devils there, Molly Yance. They actually threw the ball back out of play, so Titusville rocket throw now. It's becoming a game of throw-ins. Nice throw in that. Kaylee not
That's a
quite
great
managed.
show, by the way. I can't wait till it comes back. Oh, no, you didn't say Game of Thrones.
Oh,
you said
right.
Game of Throw-ins.
Yeah,
Game of Throws, yes.
Your mental faculties were a lot faster than mine now, Luke, I'm afraid.
If a dragon comes through those clouds, we're going to be in trouble.
Well, we're not playing Warren, are we?
No, that's true.
Is that 1-1?
About same colors, though.
What a clearance that was from Molly Yance, being chased all the way by Ella Nicholson. And I think I've used that word competence before, haven't I?
You have, yes.
I think. Well, that's definitely the word of the day for Emily Finley in the Titusville goal today.
18 minutes to go in this game.
So we had Kaylee Sampson forcing the play on this side of the field, and now she's way over on the other side of the field, finding for the Rockets. Kaylee's putting in some hard running, as are these two players, Erin Pfizer and Nicole. Jackson coming out on top in that duel. Although the score is 0-0, we've seen some quite impressive individual performances in this game so far. That was a nice ball down the line. Tremendous running by Carly. But unfortunately, the ball runs out of play.
I told Mark we probably won't see another scoreless game, but
strange things has happened.
Yeah.
Well, here's a chance for Cambridge. Beautiful cross. Definite shooting opportunity. Oh! I thought we were having our first goal of the game there. Nice attacking phase of play by the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils, ending in a right-footed shot by, I think that was Rachel Skelton. Rachel is 46 and Erin Pfizer is 48. Both have long pigtails, and I keep getting in front of the 6 and the 8, so it makes it a little difficult to tell. Just getting my excuses in again. There's Sydney Johnson making a strong midfield run. Nice dribble, nice pass up to Carly. Carly chasing the ball. Molly Ants makes the interception and wins the throw-in. I wonder what Molly's longest throw is. She certainly gets some distance on the ball, and she's certainly given her biceps a workout today. That's the way to take a throw, and you see the way she dragged her foot. Shot from the Rockets. Oh. It's a goal! It's a goal! It's a goal! It's Emma Cartney taking a hopeful shot, beautifully placed into the far corner. As I say, beautifully placed into the far corner, and Gabby Chaffee just didn't have time to get down to stop the shot. It wasn't the hardest shot you're ever going to see, but placed with accuracy, it had the goalkeeper beaten all the way. And that puts the Titusville Rockets, ladies, 1, the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils 0. And no, we did not get another goalless game, Luke. So you called it. You called it. But that was an exciting goal. That's a really good play from Signe Jonsson, who took her time in midfield, beat one player, played a nice pass up front for Carly to chase. Ball went across, and you know the old saying, if you don't take a shot, you've got no chance of scoring. Well, Emma Cartney took a chance, let fly with the left foot. I don't think she hit it as cleanly as she would have liked, but she certainly got the accuracy on the ball that was needed, and the ball beat the Cambridge Springs goalkeeper and landed into the far corner of the net for a goal that we'd hoped was coming, but we weren't sure if we were going to get one. And the Rockies have got their tails up now. Nice run by Carly.
A lot of Rocket forwards helped with that too.
Bree Barron is putting in a shift since she came on. But that's what I was saying in the first half. The thing that was lacking for the Rockets was that far too often that Carly Payden was just ploughing a lone furrow and having to do all the offensive work herself. Strong shot coming in from Cambridge Springs.
14-minute mark here in the second half.
And we've noticed it in the second half. I mean, I think initially, towards the end of the first half, we had number 7, Nicole Jackson, supporting the offense. There's a strong run, and that was a shot-saving tackle interception from Signe Jonsson. who an exciting play in the penalty area. I was trying to work out who was who there. There were so many bodies involved.
Rock is able to clear it.
Yeah.
I think the spectators were a little more stressed on that situation than the Lady Rockets.
I'll say it again. Just how many miles has this young lady ran today?
That was 1 on 4 for a little while there.
Oh, Carly Payton goes down. I think she, oh, dear me. Well, I never disagree with referees' decisions, but I don't think Carly was the one doing the fouling there.
Coach Timon not happy about that.
I'll just leave it at that. Just over 12 minutes to go. Can the Rockets hold out or even increase their lead? Talking about Carly, in the it seems to me in this second half, and it could just be you know, a vibe, but her runs seem to be much more enthusiastic this half, as though she kind of knows that there's maybe going to be something productive at the end of them. And in the first half, it was kind of like, yeah, I've got to make the run because I've got to try and put pressure on the defense. But there seems to be much more optimism about the way that the Rockets are attacking the Blue Devils in this half.
I'll go on to say that I think since the goal, there's been more spark for these Lady Rockets.
Oh, sure. I mean, it's bound to give you confidence.
Absolutely.
But,
11 and a half to go in the game. 1-0.
Rockets 1 point. Devils 0 point. Well, it's been a close game. I mean, both teams, I think, have been fairly evenly matched. In some respects, I think that the Blue Devils will be thinking that some of their wing play has been deserving of much better results than they've had. They've put an awful lot of crosses in, and they have had quite a few shots, but not. Look at this, battling for the ball there. Tell you what, Luke, I played soccer for a long time. I would not want to take on one of these players. They are, both teams are basically giving it everything right now.
And they still have 10 to go. Still a lot of time left in this game. Another solid kick from McCartney.
Yeah, but the Rockets have been much better offensively in this second part of this second half, even before they scored the goal, I think. But we've got a real back and forth, wheel attack, you attack, wheel attack, you attack game. Strong run by Erin Pfizer. Nice cross across the box. Ball goes into Brenner. Doesn't really get the touch that she would like. And who was in the right place at the right time again?
Yeah, Emily Finley. You know, we talked about it last week at the boys' game, Gary, but Finley just doing an exceptional job, keeping her cool. Actually, both goalies again tonight, you know, here have been doing a great job with that.
Absolutely. Speaking of cool, it's just starting to get a little chilly now. The sun's gone down.
Yeah. Feels good, though.
Yeah. There's some tired legs out there, especially on the Cambridge Springs, who certainly have not brought as large a roster as the Rockets have to call upon.
8:40 to go in the game.
Good strong tackle Good strong play there from Grace Proper. What was the Gladiator Creed? No quarter asked for, no quarter given. I think we're in that stage of the game at the moment. Ooh. I think Kayla Erickson. Oh, what a goal! 1-1.
Well, Gary, you could see that coming. The Rockets sort of got behind Cambridge Springs as they found the lane and good leg.
There was basically an overload of Cambridge Spring players on the right-hand side of that Titusville penalty area. And Lexi Birding, I think it was, really got hold of that ball with her right foot. And it really powered into that far side of the Rocket goal.
Now you're seeing the speed.
Now it's Cambridge Springs who've got their tails up. And they're, if you can imagine it, they're approaching the game with even more renewed enthusiasm. And we're seeing bodies going down and well, this game has really sparked into life in this second half, Luke.
It's been the second half of this half.
Yes, exactly.
The last 20 minutes, or this 20 minutes.
Nope. Carly Payton goes down for the strong challenge. Coach Tynan is upset because he felt that Carly had been fouled. And so the referees have given him a yellow card for dissent. Carly's smiling about the whole thing right now. But I can appreciate, I don't, like I say, I don't like to comment on referees, but I can appreciate Coach Tynan's point of view. I'll leave it at that. Tall pushing and shoving in that penalty area there. Bodies being flying in. There's some definite rough play going on at the moment. You can see that some of the players are not looking at the ball, but basically charging into each other near the ball. A melee in the Blue Devils penalty area there, finish with Alabama Moore having a shot, and that'll be the last action for Alabama for a little while as she comes off the field.
Good footwork.
Beautiful play there. Beautiful play by Emma Cartney. Goal scorer Emma Cartney, that is.
Yes, that's right. 5:45 to go in the game, maybe.
Well, it's funny, number 42, Emma Cartney, scored for the Rockets, and number 42, Lexi Burdick, scored for the Blue Devils. This has been a good game. This has been a good game. Yeah, A yellow card. I'm going to Brenna Repko, I think.
So maybe what Coach Timon was saying hit him just a little bit to pay attention to that situation. I know you won't comment, but I will.
Oh, it's fine. Well, Brenna Repko has left the field, has been substituted. But if you're a referee, you shouldn't be influenced by what's being said on the sidelines.
But doesn't the coach have a right to say, hey, excuse me,
no.
Can you watch this? Our kids are getting pushed around a little bit.
But if you're a competent referee, you should have seen it anyway.
Am I going to read more into that?
Ella Nicholson trying to push the ball forward to number 29. That is, I don't know who that is. I don't have 29 here. So apologies to number 29. You see again, you know, they're barging into each other as the ball went. Rockets trying to push forward to get a winning goal here.
4:20 to go.
As indeed are the Blue Devils. Thanks up to 29. Miss 29, he's running down the wing. Being shepherded by Lindsay Kemp. Good cross. Bit of a scramble in the Titusville penalty area, but eventually it's cleared. Excellent tackle there. Kayla Erickson again. Signe picks up the ball, tries to find Carly, but I think that's a little bit too far. Dealt with nicely by Gabby Chaffee. Thunderous boot there. From Grace Proper. It's really late in the game, but we've got some determined running going on, even though I'm sure a lot of those players out there are pretty tired at the moment.
Two and a half.
Erin Pfizer again doing some strong running for the Blue Devils on their left wing. But it's going to be a throw-in to the Titusville Rockets, taken by Lindsay Kemp. Lindsay hits the ball upfield. And it's going to be a Rocket throw, which Lindsay takes quickly. Good idea. And Lindsay's going to do it again. So you were saying earlier that Titusville weren't making progress down the line. They're certainly doing that now. Lindsay Signs taking the throw this time. Knocks the ball in to Grace Proper, who hits the ball forward. Looking for Carly. Lindsay going to take another throw. Looking for Carly, but dealt with by the Blue Devil defense with about 1 minute left. We're going to score. Now is the time. Nice turn by Signey. It's another throw-in, Luke.
Under a minute to go.
Yeah. Nice play by Grace. Good ball in for Carly to chase. Carly pushes and wins the corner. Corner kick for the Titusville Rockets with under about half a minute to go. Signey's going to take it. A lot of white shirts in the box. Over comes the cross. It's a nice corner going for. Oh! Unlucky there.
15 seconds.
My word, when the ball broke to Emma, to Julia Enright there. Just didn't quite get over the ball with a header.
And time is going to expire, tied up at 1. Wow.
Well, the last 15 minutes of that game really came to life, you have to say, Luke. First of all, we had some nice midfield play by the Titusville Rockets. Started off by Signey Johnson playing the ball through to a very, very hard-running Carly Payden, whose crossfield ball was met first time by Emma Cartney, and I think it took the Blue Devil goalkeeper by surprise. She wasn't expecting a shot that fast, and the accuracy, although the ball was not struck that hard, the accuracy took the ball right into the corner.
Well, Gary, let's do this. Let's take a quick timeout. We'll come back, and it is overtime again here at the Ed Myer Complex.
Anderson Physical Therapy is committed to your long-term health and well-being. With certified licensed therapists, Anderson's can provide therapy for all your rehabilitation needs. With offices located at 202 Union Street in Titusville and 118 Main Street, Tityute, Anderson looks forward to opening their new location in Cambridge Springs, making it convenient for you to get back to doing the things you enjoy. So stay on top of your game with Anderson Physical Therapy, with convenient locations in Northwest Pennsylvania and online 24/7 at andersonphysicaltherapy.net.
Hospital partners, Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital together provide a continuum of high-quality care across Crawford County. Both create the ultimate patient experience. Every patient, every time. Meadville Medical Center and Titusville Area Hospital are more than a hospital. We are a hospital partner, a community partner, a family partner, and a health partner.
Healing Heroes is an opportunity for Armstrong and our communities to give back. We've partnered with Guardian Angels Medical Service Dogs, which rescues, raises, and individually trains the highest caliber service and assistance dogs at their facility in Williston, Florida. They are then paired with veterans with disabilities such as PTSD, seizure disorders, and more. If you would like to help, visit facebook.com/Armstrong1Wire and click the Healing Heroes tab. Together, we can unleash the power to heal.
Oil Creek Plastics, the industry leader in polyethylene pipe, is proud to be a part of the Titusville community and a proud sponsor of Titusville High School athletics. Located off Route 27 in East Titusville, Oil Creek Plastics has been a vested part of the Titusville community for 28 years. At Oil Creek Plastics, we take pride in supporting our community and are thrilled to bring instant and slow motion replay to
And welcome back. It is overtime. Score tied up 1-1. You went over and said hi to your friends?
I did. I had a word with the referees. I just wanted to clarify that what the yellow card for Brenna Repko, number 31 for the Cambridge Springs Blue Devils was for. And basically, I think the term is persistent infringement.
Oh,
is what I was told.
Very nice.
So I'm sure she has a nice fringe, actually, but there you go.
And the card on timing?
Yeah, I didn't ask. That one kind of looked obvious.
Yeah.
You know? So I think the term might be verbals.
Ah. They teach you that one? Well, a fresh 10 on the clock.
Yeah. And Brenna Repko, who's on a yellow card for the Blue Devils, is back on the field. As I say, Luke, in the that second half, there were a lot more pushing and shoving that seemed to be going on off the ball. Hopefully that doesn't persist. But as we saw last week, you know, as players can get a little bit more tired, discipline can become a little bit more lax. But we start off the first overtime, 10-minute period with a Titusville Rocket attack. Signe Johnson's picked the ball up again, gone for a... I don't think that was a shot from the halfway line, but long searching ball out to the left wing. Looking there for a Titusville goal scorer, Emma Cartney. Emma throws the ball into Signe. Signe's surrounded by blue shirts. And the ball is kicked out of play.
You should have taken Mr. Shroud up on his offer for his hat because he's not wearing it now. He gave it to somebody else.
Well, he's still got a lot of locks to show off as Rick, so... Titusville started strongly in this overtime period. Nice strong run by Julia Enright, trying to find Carly. Emma again now. Not quite as... some excitement there as the Blue Devil goalkeeper kind of forgot to pick the ball up for a second. Titusville are really on the offense right now. It's good to see.
Goalkeeper's...
Gabby Chaffee there.
Yeah, looking for a little help.
Yeah.
Either from her players or the ref. Yeah, you're right, Gary, though. Rockets really have been aggressive.
Yeah. Carly Payton's limping at the moment. Looks like she's trying to walk it off.
Good ball control.
Ball comes to her. Oh, she's definitely walking it off, yep. Brenna going in, Emma going in.
I like when the crowd says shoot it and there's a wall of 7 people. Just the excitement, right?
Helen Nicholson looking to break there, but very nicely done by Kayla Erickson, who's, as I say, has had a fine game in that Titusville defense. Hannah Nicholson's taking the throws now for Cambridge instead of... Oh, there's a shot coming in. Looked like a mistake by the Titusville defense there. Clearance wasn't put away properly. Ball fell to the feet of Ella Nicholson, who hit the ball first time with the right foot, but fortunately for the Rockets, it went past for them the right side of the post. Signe Johnson going to take the goal kick. Just shows you how this game can be. We've basically had 4 minutes of non-stop Titusville attack, and then they nearly let a goal in at the other end. Woof. Nicole Jackson with a strong tackle there. Oh, Megan Myers. Megan managed to withstand it, but the Rockets have got the ball back now. Thrown by Vivian Keys. Strong running Lindsay Sines winning the ball for the Rockets there. And it's Lindsay Kemp's turn for a throw-in.
Halfway through this overtime. 5 minutes on the clock.
Could be a problem here. It was a foul by Brenna Repko, and I was just a bit wondering if the referees deemed it say bad enough to show her a second yellow card then. Brenna's going to have to watch his step here. And there she's running after the ball. But Kayla Erickson dealing with it quite nicely, pushing the ball out wide. Brenna comes in, nice cross in. Comes to Hannah Nicholson, who's going to shoot. Gets the shot in, but great covering there by Nicole Jackson, who managed to put Hannah off the getting full meat on the shot there.
Kept the shot wide too.
Yeah, good defense. Been very impressed with Nicole when she's come into the game today. Excellent save. Well.
Well, if soccer doesn't work out for Emily, certainly softball or baseball might be in the cards.
Yeah, Lexi Burdick was in the clear there. She broke three into the Titusville penalty area. Thought she had a good chance for the goal, and Emily Finley got down very quickly, very bravely as well, I might add, and basically kept Titusville in this game at 1-1. I think it shows you what a good goalkeeper Emily is, in that she's one of the smallest members of the Titusville team out there at the moment. Oh, good crossfield ball. Brenna Repko chasing the ball out, but it's going to be a Rocket goal kick. You can't fault the effort of the players of either team in this game. It's been played at a fast pace. A lot of energy being put into the game by both sets of players. Thundering header there from Lexi Burdick.
It was almost, I was watching her reaction. It was almost like, hey, that was great. Oh, nothing happened from it.
Brenna Repko hustling there with Titusville Rockets. Vivian Keys putting the ball out. lot of players putting their bodies on the line in this game. Nice through ball by Brenna Repko. Gets the ball through to Ellen Nicholson. Ellen lifts the ball up, trying to chip Titusville goalkeeper Emily Finley. But the ball gets too much on the ball and it sails over the bar for a Titusville goal kick. And that was a nice bit of soccer there, exhibited by the Blue Devils.
45 seconds.
Lexi Burdick and Signe Jonsson battling in midfield there. I think the coach for the Blue Devils has told Brenna to play further upfield because she's in yellow card trouble, and Lexi Burdick seems to have taken over the midfield duties that Brenna Repko was carrying out earlier in the game. You'll notice that when Signe Jonsson has the ball, number 8 for Titusville Rockets, at 42, Lexi Burdick seems to be sticking to her like glue at the moment.
Well, that's going to conclude the first overtime, and I believe we'll go to one more with a fresh 10 on the clock. At least that's how it worked last week when we did this.
I was speaking to the referees and I asked how are we doing overtime, and they said it's 2 10-minute overtimes, and then I think they said that after that it's kind of like sudden death. So I'm not sure if we're going to be here all night again. We shall see. We shall see.
Gary, you got both teams on the sidelines obviously discussing what the coaches are seeing out there. What's the game plan coming out? Same old, same old?
Well, I think I kind of hinted at the Cambridge Springs game plan is that they seem to be pushing Repko forward, drop Lexi Burdick back, and they've got some tired ladies out there. I mean, it is... Both of the Nicholson sisters have done a lot of running. Erin Pfizer, Rachel Skelton have done covered a lot of ground for the Titusville for the Blue Devils. For the Titusville Rockets, I mean, I don't know how Carly Payden is still going. She's run and run and run. Obviously picked up an injury as well. Signe Jonsson, she's the player that's going to find a way through from midfield for the Titusville Rockets, and I think the Blue Devils have recognized that, and they're trying to make sure that she has no room to move. But I think the main thing that they're saying is, look, try not to make any mistakes at the back and hope a break comes, because we're now in the second overtime, and the amount of energy that both of these teams have put into this game, you can see on the faces of some of these players just how tired they are. You know, there's a lot of sort of stretch lines around the mouth and a lot of heavy breathing.
And that's just you, so imagine how they feel. Well, the first goal came from Titusville about 16 and a half minutes to go in the second half.
Yeah.
And then around the 7:50 mark, you had Cambridge Springs scoring a goal.
There's Carly Payden again, but you see when she took off, she had a little hop. You know, there's obviously some pain in her, I would guess, her ankle at the moment. Lindsay Signs is at the far post. Grace Proper also looking to head the ball in. The Rockets are really going for this. Look how many white shirts are in that penalty area. Ball comes in low and doesn't get past the wall of blue feet. Ball comes in again from the wing. Oh, shot coming in. The ball's still loose.
Oh!
That's called taking one for the team there. Long shot.
We know the fans are still in this game.
Yeah, I think they're shouting to keep themselves warm now. The temperature has definitely gone down now. The sun has gone down. Now it feels like October.
She's
Brenner
quick.
on the attack. Tries the shot. As I was saying before, Brenner Repko is now playing much further forward and basically has abandoned midfield.
You know what the crazy thing is? Emily Finley's only a sophomore.
Yeah.
She will
Trying
be
to
fun
knock
to
the ball up
watch.
to Brenner Repko again. Lindsay Signs turning. Good play. Good play.
Rockets sort of got bunched up in there.
Yeah, you see Lexi Burdick playing in midfield for the Blue Devils. Like you say, she's taken the place of Brenner Repko. Also doing the same type of midfield destroyer type of job as well. Nice head there by Myer Granite. Oh, that's a good ball. It's through to offside. Offside. Well, either the Titusville defense got very lucky or very well disciplined there to play Ella Nicholson offside. Lindsay Camp with a kick. Lindsay to Lindsay. Brenner Repko trying to run through the Titusville defense, gets a good cross in. Lindsay Kemp plays the ball out of play, taking no chances, kicks the ball out of the side to the sidelines for a throw-in for Cambridge Springs.
5.5 on the clock. Second overtime. And it's our second overtime game this season. The boys went through this last week.
It's a shout hit. Oh. I think the Blue Devil player was called offside, but Emily Finley had no way of knowing that. Dived at the feet of the Blue Devil player quite bravely and took the ball quite cleanly. It's Myra Granite now running up the wing. Good tackle. And I'm not sure if the Titusville player took one in the face accidentally there. I think it was Grace Proper.
Clock will stop at 4:40.
4:40. Myra Granite was running down the wing. Grace Proper came across her, kicked the ball away, and I think there's certainly no malice there, and I think accidentally took a hit to the face. On a long march off. Signey with a kick. One for Carly to chase. Carly picks up the ball. Julia Enright lining for the ball. Signey picks it up, looking for Carly. Nice pass. Carly trying to run at a masked blue wall. And she eventually wins the throw-in on the far side. Good pick out to Signey. Not the ball into the box she would have liked, but there are a lot of tired legs and tired minds out there at the moment. Emma Nicholson on a run. She's on the outside. Down she goes. I think the referees said she dived. I don't.
No, I think she's hurt.
Yeah. That young lady's put in a lot of hard, long sprints today. Ah, the referee did give a penalty. He thought it was a foul.
It was a big kick for Cambridge Springs.
Yeah. Hannah Nicholson, Ella's sister, to take the kick. Good penalty kick. In the corner, gave Emily no chance whatsoever. And that is the end of the game. Not going to restart. So we ended the game on a penalty kick.
I don't know if I like that. You only have 3 minutes,
exactly.
47 seconds to go.
Ella Nicholson made a strong run down the right-hand side. It was Dean who had been brought down in a penalty area. And Sister Act, her sister Hannah Nicholson, stroked the penalty kick. Excellent penalty kick, by the way. No goalkeeper is going to save that. Into the corner, just inside the post, to leave the final score. Cambridge Spring Blue Devils 2, Titusville Rockets 1.
Wow, what a match, Gary, and we've seen a couple good ones this year.
We have. It's. I think the Rockets can consider themselves a little unlucky. It's hard to see from here. It's hard to see from here whether, you know, how the foul occurred, but it looked like Ella Nicholson really wasn't going anywhere, you know. So hard look on the Rockets, but good game. Very hard-fought game, I thought. Very hard-fought
Absolutely. Game. Well, fun to cover. Gary, thank you so much, as always.
You're welcome, and let's do this again sometime.
Absolutely. We wish all the luck to the boys who play Monday.
We do.
Right here at the complex against Sharpsville in the first round of the District 10 playoffs. And
there's one thing we haven't done yet. I don't think there's a program. We've not had both the boys and the ladies in the playoffs at the same time. So let's look forward to when that that day comes.
Absolutely. And I think it'll be soon with the kind of coaching we have now.
I believe.
And again, that's not to rip on anybody in the past. I'm just saying we've got some solid things going for us.
Okay.
And
that's okay. I did some coaching in the past. It's not a
yeah,
problem.
you did some repping in the past too, and I'll call them out. You don't have to. No, I'm joking. Great game here once again tonight. For Gary Barnes, Mark Heim, I'm Luke Rio. Our coverage of Titusville Rockets soccer is brought to you by State Farm Insurance, by Bayless Fuel Service, by Oil Creek Plastics, by Interstate Pipe and Supply, by Larry's Auto Service, by True Value Hardware, by Anderson Physical Therapy, by Armstrong, by the Gordon B. Garrett Funeral Home, by the Titusville Dairy Products Company, by Joe Taylor Ford, by Farmers National Bank, by the Meadville Medical Center, Titusville Area Hospital, by the Blue Canoe Brewery, by the Titusville Moose Family Center, by the Barking Lot, by Wagner's Gun Tech, by the Oil Country Federal Credit Union, by Corky's Pizza and Subs, by Family Video, and by the Titusville Beverage. One more Rocket home game football for the season tomorrow night at Carter Field. Make your way down to Carter Field and enjoy senior night as the Rockets welcome the Girard Yellow Jackets. For all of us at Stream Media, thank you for joining us and have a wonderful evening.